doing one theory, then going ahead. First one small theory, then I will do MCQs. What is meaning of lens? What is lens? It is a device. It is a device made up of transparent material. It is a device made up of transparent material, such as glass, where one surface is always curved, and the other surface is either curved or plane. Lens is a device made up of transparent material such as glass, where one surface is always curved and the other surface is either plane or curved. Right, what is lens definition? Lens. It is a device made up of transparent material such as glass, where one surface is always curved and other surface is either plane or curved. If you complete, then let me know.
Answer.
Okay,
Done, sir.
okay, dear. Now, types of lenses. Types of lenses. Now, from 10th, I think you know how many types of lenses you have studied. Basically, how many types of lens? Two types?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Two types of lens. Can you name them? Which are two types of lens?
Concave and
Concave
convex.
and convex.
Concave. Any other name for concave? Diverging. I'm writing first convex. So convex, or there are two types of lens, as you said, concave, convex. I'm writing first convex. Convex is also called converging.
Converge.
So there are two types of lens. First is, I'm writing convex or diverging lens, and second is concave. Oh, I made a mistake. Huh? Convex or converging lens, concave or diverging lens. There are two types of lens, convex or converging lens, and concave or diverging lens. Please write these two lines. Then we'll see convex lenses three types, concave lens are also of three types. So there are three types of lens: convex or converging, and concave or diverging. Written?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir.
So there are two types of lens: converging or convex, diverging or concave. Convex lens are of three types. First, double convex, or sometimes called as biconvex lens. It is all convex lenses are thick at the center and thin at the edge. Next, plano convex lens. Now, as the name suggests, plano means its one side is plane, other side is curved. Its one side is plane, other side is curved. Okay, right? This two. Once you complete both the diagram, tell so that I can draw third diagram. Both the diagram done?
Yes. Sir.
Okay. Third one is convexo concavo convex. So biconvex or double convex, plano convex, concavo convex. It is thin at the edge, thick at the center. Thin at the edge and thick at the center. So we got three types. Concave lens are also of three types. First, double concave lens. Double concave lens. Second, plano concave lens. One surface plane, second is concave. One surface is plane, second is concave. Draw this now. Yes, done.
Yes, sir.
Third diagram. Everybody has completed with the diagram? Third. Convexo concave. Convexo concave. Convexo concave. Third one draw. After this, one very important formula we are going to derive. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now heading right. Obtain lens maker's formula. Either theory or numerical or MCQ is fixed in 11th standard, and in entrance one numerical fixed on this topic. When I say lens maker formula, तो कौन से लेंस के लिए? कन्वर्जिंग क्या डाइवर्जिंग क्या किसी के लिए भी चलेगा ये?
Sir, any
इसी
of
के लिए
It can be of any type of the lens. With proper convention, you have to retain that formula. Convention means if this is biconvex, where is the center of this first surface? Left side or right side? Where will be the
बोथ
center?
साइड
Pardon?
बोथ साइड
How both side ना? First surface का center इधर होगा तो आप बना सकते हैं ना ऐसा. Second का इधर होगा ना? So what is lens actually? Each surfaces, they are part of the sphere. So if I want to draw this sphere, center is on the left side, right side. So radius will be positive. If this, then center on left, it is negative. So that is what convention we are going to use when it comes. Obtain lens maker's formula. I will not say which lens. While drawing the diagram, I will draw double convex, but I will not say the name of lens because it is valid for any type of lens. So we start like this. Consider a lens. Consider a lens having refractive index mu, thickness t, having radius of curvature r1 and r2 to be situated in air. Consider a lens of refractive index mu, thickness t, having radius of curvature r1, r2 situated in air. Please draw this much first. Draw this much. Okay, done.
yes, sir.
Now I want ray diagram for object O. So we have two surface, one is having radius of curvature r1, other is r2. Ray OP incident on first surface will emerge out without any deviation because it is perpendicular to the surface. Ray OA incident on first surface will undergo refraction and follows path AI. Ray OA incident on second surface follows path AB. Now it is visible that it is slightly diverging. So for first surface, we will not get final image because actually final image will be seen by the eye from second side. So like if we have one mirror here, another mirror here, and this is one object written as B, मुझे इधर देखना है क्या दिखेगा. So this when seen here, it will look like this. इसका image इसमें देखो तो ऐसा दिखेगा ना. हेलो 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 हेलो.
Yes, sir.
So finally I have to see from here. Here it is suppose B cap. ये मिरर ऐसा दिखाया, इसका उल्टा इधर, ये फाइनली आपको इधर से ऐसा दिख रहा है.
Yes, sir.
So same way here, the first surface will produce divergence AB, which common sense will not meet. So if I produce it backward, it will appear to meet at certain point, which will give virtual image. So when BA is produced backwards, then it produces virtual image I dash. Let distance of this image from first surface is V dash. So I dash will behave as object for second surface. Again to get image I dash P will emerge out without deviation and I dash B will undergo refraction and follows path VI. I is final image of object. Let V be the distance of image from second surface. Diagram clear? Diagram part? Hello, everybody has followed the diagram? Hello, hello, hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please draw the diagram. चलो डन.
Sir, just a minute. Yes, sir. Done.
How many surfaces you saw here? One or two?
Two.
Two. Okay, 1 minute. Don't write anything. Just listen first. So consider first surface. Don't write it. You just pay attention.
Yes.
Consider first surface. Do you know that we have proved for single spherical surface mu2 minus mu1 upon r equals to mu2 upon v minus mu1 upon u? याद है?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So for first surface, object is placed in air. So mu1 is 1. After diffraction, it goes in glass. Mu2 is mu. And its radius of curvature is r1. U is object distance u. And image distance we were getting at v dash. ये याद है? ये concept समझा क्या लिखा है मैंने? For this single spherical surface, if you consider lens, this is single. So this is nothing but object. Air. This is glass of refractive index mu. So mu1 is 1, mu2 is mu, radius of curvature r1, u is u, and image we get virtual here at v dash. Okay. Hello. This 5 unknowns clear. Mu1, mu2, r, and uv value. Now for single spherical surface, mu2 minus mu1 upon r equals to mu2 v minus mu1. Mu2 is mu, mu1 is 1 upon r is r1, mu2 is mu, v is p dash 1 upon u. Have you followed this line or not? Tell me first. Everybody has followed this? Yes, everybody has followed.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now consider, but please don't write because I have to explain that ray diagram in writing first. Consider second surface. This time light starts from air, sorry, glass, that AB. देखो जिधर से निकल के बाहर आएगा वो फर्स्ट मीडियम है, इधर से इधर गया ये फर्स्ट ये सेकंड, अब ये सेकंड सरफेस के लिए इधर से इधर जाएगा. सो दिस इज आवर फर्स्ट. सो mu1 is mu, mu2 is air1, radius r is r2, object is at v dash, and image is at v. Since mu2 minus mu1 upon r is mu2 by v upon mu1 by u. So 1 minus mu upon r2 is mu2 1 upon v, mu1 mu, and v dash equation. Once you have followed this, then two surfaces, when I add, it will become lens, that will give me lens maker formula. So everybody has understood this first surface, second surface ka mu1, mu2, r, u, v. Yes, Kathan, you followed all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now write. Consider a lens. Consider a lens having refractive index. Consider a lens having refractive index mu, comma, thickness T, radii of curvatures R1, R2 to be situated in air, to be situated in air. To be situated in air. Let O be the point object at distance u. Let O be the point object at distance u from first surface. At distance u from first surface. Let I dash be its virtual image at distance v dash from first surface. At distance v dash from first surface. बेटा you are written full?
Sir,
Huh?
so could you repeat the last statement?
Let I dash, see whatever I have written that only I am repeating. Huh? Let I dash be its virtual image at distance v dash from first surface. This write up is not visible.
No, sir, not to me.
Huh? Not clearly. Next paragraph. I dash behaves as object for second surface. Let I be final image at distance, final image at distance v from second surface. Let I be the final image at distance v from second surface. Yes, written.
Yes, sir.
Now copy. Consider first surface, then copy full. First surface till equation 1, second surface till equation 2. Yes, completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now two surfaces, if I add, I said we'll get lengths. So we'll write adding 1 and 2, we get mu minus 1 upon R1 plus 1 minus mu upon R2 equals to mu 2, which was mu upon V dash minus mu 1 1 upon U plus 1 upon V minus mu upon V dash. Okay, by adding 1 and 2,
Yes, sir.
this 2 I can cancel. So mu minus 1 upon R1 minus of mu minus 1 upon R2 is 1 upon V minus 1 upon U. So mu minus 1, 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2, equation 3. If object is at very far distance, that is at infinity, then image is at focus. This you know from lower class. When object is at very large distance, image comes at infinity. This you are knowing, everybody knows. If this is lens, I take object very far, then rays will be parallel to principal axis. It will pass through focus. So image is at focus. So now mu minus 1 into 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2 will be 1 upon F minus 1 upon F minus 1 upon infinity. What is 1 upon infinity? Can you suggest?
0.
0. So 1 upon F and this is 0. Please copy till this. Just copy till this. Afterwards I'm writing better way. Copy till this equation.
Done, sir.
Okay. So this we can say therefore mu minus 1 into 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2 is 1 upon F. This is known as lens maker's formula. This is known as lens maker formula. Now suppose they say show that in lens 1 upon F equal to 1 upon V minus 1 upon U, then one more line you will write from 3 and 4 we get 1 upon F equal to 1 upon V minus 1 upon U. This is the answer. Now can you suggest how many formulas we got for this focal length for lens? One you will get in terms of power, 1 upon focal length measured in meter. Second formula, 1 upon f is 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. Third formula, 1 upon f mu minus 1 into 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. So depending upon condition, to get focal length, we can use either of these formulas. Now complete till end. And then I am doing few MCQs. Sunday's test, circular motion, and MCQ, whatever I have completed on that type. Next week we'll complete this chapter completely, and then I will start with sound chapter. Yes, done. Hello.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay. Now come to our PDF. Come to PDF. Some number. Which sum we have done? Last class. Last class which sum I did? Till sum number 67. Okay. A ray of light suffers minimum deviation in equilateral. No, that we did. No? 68 also we did, I think. 68 also we did. Same deviation as before. We have done this 68. If there is deviation in first one, two other prism are of identical material, so they will nullify the effect of deviation. So deviation will be same as before. Chalo 68 dekho. A ray of light suffers minimum deviation in P in an equilateral triangle. Then two prisms are additionally joined as shown. Identical. So this is one prism P, this is second prism Q, this is third prism R. These two are identical, so their effect will be nullified because they are inverted connected. So deviation will remain same as before. Deviation will be same as before. Deviation same as before, option A. Option
Sir, how?
what the prism does will deviate.
Yes, sir.
So if this is deviating this way, ये उल्टा कनेक्टेड है, उसको नीचे कर देगा उतनी, बिकॉज दोनों सेम प्रिज्म है, सेम टाइप का है ना.
हाँ.
तो एक अगर ऊपर लेके जाता है, दूसरा नीचे, तो जो पहला था वही इफेक्ट आगे हो जाएगा. दैट्स व्हाई इट इज सेम एज बिफोर. बिकॉज डेविएशन का फॉर्मूला क्या है, a इंटू म्यू माइनस 1. तो फर्स्ट वाला जितना भी डेविएट करेगा, सेकेंड वाला अगर डेविएट किया बाय 10 डिग्री अपवर्ड, तो थर्ड वाला 10 डिग्री डाउनवर्ड करेगा, बिकॉज उल्टा कनेक्टेड है.
Yes, sir.
Next, 69. In an achromatic prism. Achromatic prism means, what is meaning of chroma? Chroma means color. So achromatic means what? No color, na?
Yes, sir.
That means there is dispersion or no dispersion?
No dispersion.
No dispersion. So this is suppose one prism where light gets dispersed, तो सेकेंड वाला इसको कंबाइन करके बाहर निकालता है सेम व्हाइट लाइट, तो उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं अक्रोमेटिक कॉम्बिनेशन. मीनिंग फॉलोड अक्रोमेटिक कॉम्बिनेशन का. हेलो, मतलब लाइट इज नॉट सेपरेटिंग, दैट मीन्स देयर इज डेविएशन without dispersion. If there is no dispersion, you can't see the color. So achromatic means no color, deviation होएगा लेकिन dispersion नहीं होएगा. Option A.
Done, sir.
Okay. Sum number 70. In an achromatic combination, that means no separation of color, but deviation is there. In achromatic combination of two prisms, the dispersive power of first is 0.2 and second is 0.25. If angular dispersion produced by each equals to 10 degree, then net deviation is how much? Net deviation means delta of first and difference with that of second, क्योंकि ये उल्टा एक दूसरे को, वो अक्रोमेटिक कॉम्बिनेशन ऐसे रहता है, दो प्रिज्म आर इनवर्टली कनेक्टेड, तो एक डेविएशन अगर ऊपर देगा दूसरा नीचे, नेट विल बी डिफरेंस. What is our formula for dispersive power? If you are able to recollect definition, can you tell? Dispersive power omega is angular dispersion upon mean deviation, correct? So,
Sir.
so omega is angular deviation d, mean deviation I am writing delta of y. So first वाले का delta y1 will be omega 1 upon d1, which is point delta y is d upon omega 1. D is 10 omega 1.2, that will become 100 upon 2 equals to 50 degree. Just copy till delta y1.
Done, sir.
So we got delta y1 as 50 degree and delta y2 will become d2 upon omega 2. d2 is 10, omega 2 is 0.25. So it will be 1000 upon 25 equals to 40 degree. Therefore net deviation equals to 50 minus 40 equals to 10 degree. है option 10 degree? Any option? 10 degree, any option is there?
Array.
Okay. So completed.
Yes, sir.
71, 72 I am not doing because I have not done theory of this for you. 73 you have done theory in lower standard. Rainbows are due to what? Dispersion and total internal reflection. So 73 option C. 74th important one. There is one law called as Rayleigh's law of scattering. So they are telling if intensity of light is 6 unit for 500 wavelength and scattering will be how much for 400. So I should know what is intensity and wavelength relation. According to Rayleigh's law of scattering, intensity I is inversely proportional to fourth power of wavelength. So I1 upon I2 is lambda 2 upon lambda 1 raised to 4. I1 is given as 6 unit, I2 we have to find, lambda 2 is 400 upon 600 upon 500 raised to 4. So 6 upon I2, 4 raised to 4, 56, and 5 raised to 4, 625. Therefore I2 is 6 into 625 upon 256. This is equal to, answer they want approximately equal to. See, 200 into 3 is 600. So approximately this is, if I take 250, 6 into 625 upon 250, 25 into 10, 25 into 25. 25 into 6 is 150 upon 10. So approximately 15. That is C. Okay. Calculation clear? Calculation wala? Hello, calculation part clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, please do.
Done, sir.
चलो last one read Ratan. At sunrise or sunset, what they have given? Hello,
Sir, last one.
means after this only.
Acha, हाँ. The red color of sun at rising and setting is due to the phenomenon of dash of the light.
Okay, it is due to phenomenon of dash of the light. See, during horizon ऐसा रहता है ना, ये अर्थ है, ये स्ट्रेट हो जाता है, पोजीशन है, हॉराइजन है, इससे थोड़ा ऊपर जाएगा तो सनराइज दिखेगा, इससे थोड़ा नीचे जाएगा तो सनसेट दिखेगा. So just before sunrise sunset, the rays coming from the sun travels larger distance, तो ये एटमॉस्फेयर में स्कैटर हो जाता है, जिसका वेवलेंथ कम है वो ज्यादा स्कैटर होएगा. सो लेफ्ट वाले का वेवलेंथ लेस, ज्यादा स्कैटर्ड होएगा, राइट वाला अपने को दिखेगा. So that's why it appears to be orangish red due to scattering. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so that's all for today. Next class will continue with lengths का derivation if there are few.